Beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
To live, a fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life.
There you go, Fire Emblem. What's up, everybody? It's AceSeiya coming to you guys on the review video for Fire Emblem 3 Houses. This is gonna be like a non-script video because honestly, I haven't even beat the game yet. I've just been playing it all the way through. It's a very long game with a lot of content put into it. I want to share it to you guys why if you got a Nintendo Switch, you should get this game. No lie, you should get this game. Being a Fire Emblem fan, well, I ain't gonna call myself a Fire Emblem fan, to tell you the truth. You know why? Because I haven't played on a Fire Emblem. So my first Fire Emblem I was introduced to was Fire Emblem Awakening, and I thought that game was awesome. A friend put me on it. Shout out to Primo. He said you should go out and get this game. You like strategy games or you just want to try something out new? Go ahead. I ain't gonna lie. Try it out for a little bit. At first I didn't like it because I'm like, this little battle grid type strategy system kind of drags. But oh man, when you get to like the different weaknesses, the strengths of each weapon, the characters make up the game, man. Fire Emblem is known for a great amount of characters. I will say that. And just look at Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers has Marth, Lucina, Chrom, Roy, Robin, and what's the last one? Corn. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if another Fire Emblem character came into Smash just to make rubbing in our faces how you should go get this game. Fire Emblem has a lot of games though, man. The game I'm reviewing to you guys today is Fire Emblem 3 Houses, exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. Came out around 2019. You know, started the year great on a past game if you guys have a Nintendo Switch. Now let's talk about it. The things I like most about this game. Offhand, the story. And the character you play as, the main character you play as, basically, he gets wrapped up in a situation where he helps these three kids. These three kids are students of the academy, and you become the professor of that academy because plot reasons. And your father was once part of that academy, and you have a whole backstory because of him too, how you basically branched off from that academy and you were taken away because something like plot convenience wise was going on. And the three students you pick, you know, you get to actually, it's cool because you get to actually teach in one of their classes. Now I ain't gonna lie, I picked the Eagles, Black Eagles, I think that's what they call it, because Edgar was looking nice. You know, this game was always, Fire Emblem is known for basically having a waifu simulator / strategy game ever since Awakening, apparently I was told. And her characters on her house are nice, man. I'm talking about Edelgard is cool. You got the Joy Lucky character as Caspar, he's pretty cool. Hubert, her like associate / guardian of the house. I don't know, man. That dude always used to creep me out. I kid you not. And he would just come around and say, "Yo, I'm gonna kill you. You mess over my lady or something." Like, man, that's not even your girl, man. I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to hear it. But getting to know the students and everything is really cool, and you fight with them during the battles, which is awesome too. As you progress through the story, you have to level up your professor level. The professor level basically involves you getting to spend more time with your students, like through activities throughout the school. You can, as I'm listening to name some of the activities, you can like do like a choir rehearsal with them. You can eat lunch with them. What else? You can guide them through professor, like your learning seminars, to live and learn special skills and abilities. Go fishing. You don't go fishing with them, but you know you cook meals with them too. And it's a lot of different things you can do in like your free time and everything. Because this game basically has like a month / day-to-day thing you can do at a certain times. You know, Mondays are teaching days where you have to instruct your students on different formalities such as their sword skills, their lance skills, bow skills, reason, faith, heavy armor, writing. What else I'm missing? I think I'm kind of missing. I gotta go look at the. You can look at the review clips of it and see what I put in the video for and everything. Those are important because as you help your students progress through these skills, you get to have them become like different classes during the game. Oh, they put in so much damage. They put in so much damage and help you out so much if you can get the right class for your students and get the goals and set for them and everything. It's tricky though because the overwhelming amount of content you gotta do and a lot of time you gotta put to it. It's hard to time management these things. Like, I would recommend if you don't have the money to spend on certain things when you're a student at the time, I would recommend resting so you can increase the motivation of your students. That way when you go to lessons on Monday, you can automatically have a good set amount of motivation so you can up their levels in certain skills. That's another thing, a point about the game. If you don't have motivation for the students, you won't be able to teach them the lesson that required for their skill, basically. So it's a kind of a balance as it. And another thing about it is when you explore the monastery or like the academy or the school, those are where you get like that special time with students. You get the support level things. They know that the support level things come back to your support level for your students increases from C to S. Some students don't have S though. Some students don't have S. But as you go from C to B to A to S, the attack power of your student, like when you fight near them during battle, it becomes stronger. When you do certain moves like gamut boosts and everything becomes stronger. It's a lot of content put into it. The battle system wise, it's like a battle grid / strategy game where you move your units, move your students, and move yourself throughout the battlefield. The battlefield has different terrain objectives, and you can gain advantages from it or you can gain disadvantages from it depending on who you fight, depending on where the location of where you at the battlefield. The matches can last pretty long if you're overthinking it too much. The battles do take a little while if you take into consideration like what's the big objective that you have to complete. It's mostly just either beating the enemy, moving the character to a certain destination so they can escape from another thing, or it's basically fighting. Just basically fighting the dude. The game basically centers around like magic users, sword users, lance users, bow users that can fly on like the wyverns or Pegasuses, or the horse users who can ride and have like different available spaces to move. I do like that part about it because it gives a variety of what your character wants to be. As you progress through the game and choose a character's class, you see how many spaces they can move, what damage they can put out to for enemies, and just how everything comes together. I recommend Fire Emblem Three Houses because one, the story is pretty decent for it. I don't want to get too much spoilers away because I recommend you guys playing the game to experience for yourself. Characterization of it, this game is awesome, man. Especially the waifus in this game are freaking awesome too, man. My favorite personally from the Black Eagles, I ain't gonna say I have a couple favorites there. I love Petra. She's come from a foreign land, basically held captive because of like some agreement with like her foreign land not being able to go into war with the Garrett Monastery or like other factions into the group. I love her. She's like a hunter / foreign girl who likes to who's basically trying to learn her way up. And by far, she's one of my favorite ones because she's super strong. She's easy to teach, and I like her a lot. Edelgard, being a Black Eagles house leader, she's pretty cool too. I love Ada because she basically gets upgrades on her own as well. And as you progress through the story, as the teacher of the students, you get your own special upgrade, and it's freaking awesome. You get your own special class that I don't want to go into too much detail of, but basically you can use a variety of different combinations of attacks between magic and sword and lances and all that, which I pretty much enjoy because by the end of the game and where I'm at right now in the current story of it, you become really strong. Though not overpowered because you still need your group of units to fight with you, and you don't want to be a one-man army out there. I play it on a regular difficulty where like the units don't die if you do it, so sometimes I make a lot of mistakes. But if you are an experienced player in Fire Emblem and if you see, if the unit dies permanently throughout the game, if you lose them, I think you'll like this game a lot. Fire Emblem Three Houses by far to me was a great game of the 2019. I didn't really go about making a list 2019 because I was trying to do these review videos for you guys, but go out and play Fire Emblem. It's a great story, characters, a lot of content you can do. The battle system is not too difficult to do, but it has like a learning curve that you want to learn. Overall, it's a pretty good game. I recommend getting it. And that's all for the video right now, guys. I'm trying to think of what other game to review for the channel right now. Haven't really had the time to play anything else but Fire Emblem, but be looking out for another review video or some streams coming out soon because I'm trying to get some more back into Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's probably be the next video. Dragon Ball stream, jump for a stream or something, just to see if people actually still play the game, which I know they probably do. Prepare to get to see my tail get beat up and everything, and hope you guys have a great day. Looking out for our next video. This is AceSeiya signing out.